Hello, my friends. So, we are going to give you whatever you need. You found this for a reason if you are here, for sure. And we're going to see what message you need to hear. Spirit guides of love, light, and truth in alignment with our highest potential and purpose. In this specific lifetime, I'm hearing for this reading. Interesting. Thank you. Please give us what is for the highest good of the collective watching this video. At this current time, I feel a little mechanical right now. So this message might be more practical. It's possible it's not, but the way that I am channeling for this message is very, very interestingly mechanical. I'm hearing methodical, scientific, interesting. Maybe you have a different mind. Is this your first reading? Is this your first reading? Oh my gosh, is this your first reading? For some of you it is, for some of you it's not, but this is still your message if you feel like it is. Okay, we have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. Okay, Professor. Beauty and Devotion, Priestic. I mixed together Priestess and Mystic. Maybe you're a priestic. That's new. Interesting. You have an interesting energy and a unique soul. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And I'm seeing swords here. Swords in tarot, as you know. If you don't, actually, if this was your first reading, they are very about the mind, the mental, right? So this is logic, a lot of logic. You might be a woman who is more logical. Interesting. You are a woman who is a mystic, but the way that you receive your insight, the way that you have a mysticism is more logic-based, which I have that aspect of me as well. Have you answered your deepest calling, warrior woman? I'm thinking of Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc was definitely mystical. She had visions and communicated with spirit, but maybe something about law involved. Look into Joan of Arc if you're interested, but you are a woman who is meant to share spiritual divine information within a space that is very logical. Perhaps you work in a school system or are a professor, as I said before. Perhaps you're a scientist. Perhaps you are into some kind of very mental work. Have you honored your deepest calling? Answered. I said honored. Have you answered your deepest calling? Because your deepest calling, you know, in spiritual communities for women, we tend to think they're going to be more right-brained. They're going to be fluid. They're going to be deeply in feminine worlds, very woo-woo, very into crystals, very perhaps that is not the case for you. But you are still here to answer a call. You still feel this call. You feel an importance. You feel connected to spirit, but the way you understand this may be different than most. And Rama, where are you being called to journey to? There is a new position opening for somebody. There is something you're being called to look into that you have thought maybe for a long time is not I wanted to say of interest. You might be scientific, yes. So you might be interested in quantum physics, and quantum physics may have been a bridge for you to get to something else more spiritual, and maybe you found this reading and you're wondering what the quantum physics, mechanics, the mechanical essence of everything, the mechanical underlying structure and backbone of the spiritual world. You are wondering what that is. You're being called to journey somewhere, but you don't know if you can trust this because you don't really fully understand what's happening. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Something has led you down this rabbit hole of deciphering your own personal structures for a bigger meaning. Perhaps your understanding of physics or quantum physics or the nature of reality and the mechanisms that are very practical and grounded in this reality, the mechanisms that move things, velocity, I'm hearing inertia, things like that. Perhaps you know those very well and you understand those and you're trying to figure out what the connection between those and what is happening. You're a Gemini, also possibly. This is for a Gemini, possibly. Or a Libra. Yeah, something law-related process. Okay. Whew! Guys, why is your energy so fast? Could you stop? Could you calm down? First things first, we're going to stop going down that rabbit hole. Okay? We're going to stop going down the rabbit hole. You've done a lot of research. I promise you, the more you research, the more you're going to not understand. Let's calm down. Take a deep breath. Who or what is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? I want to know. I want to know what caused this. Yes. Just say yes. Yeah, you're holding yourself back because there is some part of you that is like, but that's not logical. It can't possibly be real. There must be an explanation. But you need to actually just go forward, move forward with a sense of trust, but not that kind of trust, because I don't think you work like that. Right, I don't think you work like that. But just say yes to this journey you're being called to take. Ooh, 2. What lights you up? Starseed. Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. You may have been seeing signs and you've never seen signs in your life, or at least you didn't notice that they were signs, and you see that there's patterns. There are patterns emerging, and you're seeing these patterns as patterns that could be really important or pertinent on your journey. You might not identify it as the spiritual journey. It might just be your life journey to you. Right? Council of Light, divine orchestration. You are seeing this divine orchestration take place, and it's really, really reminding you of this quantum physical universe that you are looking into. Holographic universe for some of you is a theory you're really interested in. I guess you could research that if you are really interested in that. What lights you up? You are meant to follow that, not down a rabbit hole, but more in an exploratory, curious fashion. Say yes to the doors opening up for you to learn more about yourself and about the spiritual realms more deeply. It's okay to move forward on this path. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Maybe you are very logical and you are terrified to go down this path, but I promise you that this is okay. That you will find a lot there for you. You will find a lot when you journey into yourself and into the understandings, and you continue making these mental connections. It's okay to make these mental connections. Don't feel guilty for things seeming more right-brained. There's nothing wrong with that. We are multifaceted, especially if you are a woman who is more logical. I want you to understand that you have the deeper essences within you. This energy is so strange. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry for calling you strange. It's possible you might be autistic. Listen, I don't know. I'm not diagnosing anybody. Not a medical professional. I am just saying maybe that is something. I just want to say it's okay to feel different. It's okay to see signs. It's okay to see patterns. This is truly, truly something that is real. And just because spiritual and woo-woo people don't communicate in the same way that you may communicate or understand or connect the puzzle pieces in the way that you do, perhaps the ordering of your steps is different, and that's okay. We can still trust our path. Notice how the words I say are coalescing in a way that matches the patterns of the cards. Notice how the words are structured in similar ways to the way that I vocalize them. I am sorry that I'm channeling like this, but Spirit is definitely trying to communicate in a way that you best understand the information. And you do perceive information differently than a lot of people, and you have really good pattern recognition, which is why I brought up autism. It is not saying anything, Weird used to mean somebody who could peer beyond the veil. Weird is a psychic kind of, and you may be a psychic in terms of data or information that does not seem spiritual in essence or in nature, but it is, and it alludes to the spiritual essence. Perhaps you are interested in metaphysics right now. I don't know why I have this stuttering happening. I think it is because of whatever I am channeling. This energy is much more mechanical, methodical. I just heard 400, and take that as you will. I heard the word concoction. That is interesting. Okay, we have Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. Maybe you are afraid because of what you've done thus far that you will be persecuted for what you are meant to do. Persecution, warrior woman, I'm a Joan of Arc. Maybe look into that once again. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Come out of Plato's cave. Perhaps you're a philosopher. Perhaps you really enjoy philosophy and you're being called down a more specific path and you don't like the specificity of this path. Perhaps that is for you. It is okay. Trust your path. Trust your intuition. Trust where you are called. You are doing amazing. You are doing amazing. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't dim to fit in. You can be multifaceted. You can be right and left brain. You can be the most logical, spiritual person in the world. I resonate so highly. Don't dim your light to fit in. You are allowed to go this route. Even in the space that you are in, you are allowed. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Interesting. You're allowed to shift a little bit, okay? Bottom of the deck. Awakening. Energetic upgrades. A new way of being. Integration. Yes, my love. Yes. Don't let the spiritual community trick you into believing that you have to do things a specific way. You are not here to do things the way that everyone else has done it before. You do not have to go to a spiritual retreat. You do not have to meditate every day. You do not have to do this. You do not have to collect crystals. You do not have to be a wild woman. You can be logical. You can be exactly where you are. You can be in that job, in that position. You can learn those scientific terms. You can use that science. You can understand quantum physics. You do not have to see spirits. You do not have to hear voices. You do not have to do it the way that everyone is expecting. You are awakening as much as everyone else that ever goes through an awakening, but your soul is different. Your soul is different and you are meant to download the information and share it in a unique way, and that unique way is your path. You don't have to be concerned that it's not matching up with everyone else. You don't have to be concerned that you're not seeing spirits or entities, that you're not interested in witchcraft. That is okay. You are still awakening and it's time to integrate this. This integration process can be difficult, but as long as you continue moving and allow yourself to shift as your intuition tells you, as your mind specifically tells you, you may get more information through the mind channel, and that is okay. Do not let them trick you. We would not be embodied if it was not important. You do not have to always be through the heart. When our essence and our understandings are given to us for a reason, the mind and the mental is just as important. The mind is not ego. That is a mistake. There is a higher consciousness, a higher mind, and you are downloading that information exactly as you are meant to. Allow it to integrate. Allow your energy to shift. You are exactly where you need to be. My cats have started going crazy. We can take that as a message if we want, or we can just say sometimes cats go crazy. It's okay. It's okay to be in the logical essence. The masculine is just as important as the feminine. In fact, this world that we are living in would not exist without the structures and the building blocks that are present from the masculine energy. A lot of what we see is this energy and this essence of the feminine being born through structure, but the structure is part of that masculine energy, and they form together and integrate beautifully. And also, this is also happening, perhaps you're really into psychology. Let's think about that. We have the anima animus. We have this connection, this inner union, the masculine and the feminine. That may be important for you. Perhaps you're drawn to that, even though you don't fully understand why. Integrate. You are doing great. If this was your first reading, I hope it hit exactly how it needed to, because for a lot of people who watch readings, this one is quite unique and quite special. So if you stayed till the end, please comment a scientific symbol of your choosing. I don't care, DNA, a test tube, whatever they have. Just comment something that allows me to know that you've done this. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful for you. And I need to cool off after this one. Bye-bye.